Alright, you seen in the other video, the one just before this, one I'm doing now, I finished printing this particular part. You can see it turned out really well. Okay, nice smooth back of it here. Usually you can tell how the first layer goes by looking at the back of it, and you can see here it's just a perfect print. The first layer went down as good as you saw from the top. This piece here will fit right inside there, but I'm going to make a more improved one that's a little taller, because when I made this the first time it matched the other one, but I modified this to be a bit thicker. So now basically this has to be just a tad bit thicker. So I'm printing that now, and you can see this is the first layer, and usually you can tell a lot from the first layer as it's going down. You can see the skirt. You see there's no brim, not required, because this is such a large area. It doesn't need a brim or a skirt, or a raft or glue stick or anything like that. But yeah, this is another print. Let's see if I get the light a little better here. There we go. I guess you can kind of see that. There we are. I guess you can see that. So anyway, yeah. So this is another one of these, but of course it'll be a bit thicker. So it fits inside here, and I think what I'll do, instead of just doing first layer, second layer, whatever, I'm just going to go ahead and do the first one, because we already know this is the best way to set up a printer to maintain the print throughout the entire thing. As this one did, there's no splits or cracks or curling or bending of the corners or anything like that. So this is going to be a perfect print, as most all my prints are when they when the printer is set up in this fashion. So we'll go over here quickly, and we already know that I don't heat the bed. I've never needed to, never had to, so never will. The set point here is 0. That's the set point on the bed. It's room temperature. My nozzle is 212. It's 212 for this particular filament. Normally I do 210, but 212 seemed to work well for this particular filament. There's my extruder. You can see that's the original plastic one, and I've shown that before. But I want to say that you don't need to change the body of the extruder. If the lever, if that arm goes bad, don't bother changing the whole thing. Keep the body. The body's good. Nothing about it needs to be replaced. And that'll save you from changing the gears or the E-steps or the stepper or whatever you got to do to get an aftermarket metal one to work. You just don't need it. You know, the only parts that are metal here are what is required, and there it is. So don't worry about changing it, but if you want to, I guess go for it. Whatever you want to do. All right, so now we're on, apparently, let's look at it. Yeah, we're on the second layer now. That was quick. And again, you can see how smooth that's going down. Okay, and of course my springs, what are they? Stock. These are the original springs, no yellow springs, no chunks of silicone to defeat the safety feature of the printer. I keep the original springs because for me they're much safer. In case something goes wrong, if you get your hand or something underneath the gantry, finger or something, at least the bed will have some give to it so that you can get your hand the hell out of the way. So anyway, that's just a thing that that's a bit of a safety thing for the printer. Having the table collapse just a little bit if there is a problem. So and there's been times when the nozzles hit maybe a part that's on the printer that's too high, and at least it gives it a chance to give a little bit and then jump over it, rub over it, because if the springs are too solid, it seems to me that it will create other issues that these work great. I mean, these have never failed me, as people seem to think they do. I don't know. Maybe it does for them. Maybe it fails them all the time. So anyway, there we go. I'm just going to let this one go, and we're going to finish up on it. It's probably going to take about, it says it's estimated about a 5-hour print. Let's take a look at my slicer here real quick. The slicer indicates 2 hours. Yeah, a couple hours. So yeah, you can't really trust what this says this early in a print. But you look at the slicer, that's more accurate, so it says a couple-hour print. So we'll see you in about an hour and 40 minutes. Thanks for watching.